Terrorism is the deliberate and systematic murder and maiming and menacing of civilians to inspire fear and political ends. A terrorist or a freedom fighter, according to Eric Rudolph. Terrorism is effective because it is unexpected and unpredictable. It is to coerce and to influence policies. They always go for symbolic targets such as the Pentagon, the World Trade Center, Sadat, and Thatcher. What do terrorists want? They want to be balloon and flexible. They go for small groups for inexpensive operations, and it could be international or subnational Al-Qaeda. Types of weapons or cyber terror, like cyber Pearl Harbor, agro-terror, non-nuclear, which are dirty weapons. Weapons of mass destruction such as nuclear, chemical, Graham Allison, 10 kiloton in New York City. Sarin is 12, 1995 in Syria. Biological, smallpox versus anthrax. Cardinomyces pulmonary aerosolize. Lethality, virus versus bacteria. Contagiousness, sources, vaccine versus antibiotic dangers. %45 of Russia is interested in Syria for economic reasons and making a name for themselves. 3 types of terror. Number 1 is criminal terrorism. It's strictly for personal gain. They terrorize victims to attain a goal. They're loan sharks and narco traffickers. 2 is psychopathic terrorists, linked to a mental illness. Montreal Massacre, serial murders. Symbolic value, publicity's role. Number 3 is political terrorism, to accomplish a political goal. So those 3 types of terrorists are criminal, psychopathic, and political. Subcategory of political terrorism is state terrorism. It's governance by terror and death squads. Instrument of foreign policy or domestic. It's to repress and intimidate, like Hitler, Stalin, El Salvador, Argentina, which is dirty war and disappearances, United States, and UK. The 2 most common objectives are 1. National liberation, separatist causes. They're occupying power, such as the Irish Republican Army, IRA, Basque Homeland and Freedom Army, ETA, and Old Style Restraint Negotiate, or PIO, Hamas. Number 2 is the political revolutionary movements, and is to alter political outlook and policies of governments, with Earth Liberation Front, ELF, and the Red Army. Al-Qaeda is a calling card. Their goals is for new enemies and far enemies. They're a threat to the West. Their franchises are New Generation Local, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda in Iraq and Syria. ISIS, ISIL, or Daesh. It was founded in 2010 and it involves Al-Qaeda in Iraq, Abu Badr, and al-Baghdadi. The goal is to confiliate justification. Their tactics are propaganda, brutality, soft targets. They want wealth and they're a threat. There's about 50,000 to 200,000. Domestic terrorist profiles. The left wing are macheteers, the right wing are patriot groups, and the single issue is anti-abortion terrorists, Earth Liberation Front, ELF. Women in terrorism. There's a larger percentage. The leftists, there's no right. They want advantages. Challenge of democracies. What freedoms are you willing to limit to fight terrorism? The Patriot Act, torture, waterboarding, black sites, rendition. President Obama. Drones. There has been 2,000 more drones dropped under Obama compared to Bush. Targeted killing. Anwar al-Awlaki 2011 extrajudicial. The U.S. is a cultural shift.